Hello everyone, this is going to be a special kind of episode. I'm just going to show you today how to very briefly put your project, your construct project, like the one we've started doing, how to put it on GitHub essentially. So some of the part of these videos are going to be blurred out, but what you want to do is you want to go on GitHub. I'm already connected, so you're going to want to make yourself an account and connect to this account. And then after this, you want to go up here and you want to go in your settings. In your settings, you're going to go down to developer settings down there, and you're going to go in the personal access token. Okay, so go there, and then click on fine grained token, and then create a new token with generate new token, and then you're going to have to connect with your password. So I'm just going to skip that part. And here you're going to be able to kind of create your tokens. You can create a token, for example, my computer token. And then you choose the expiration, put 90 days or something long, put yourself as the owner and configure everything. It takes a while. There's a lot of settings as you are going to go through, and you want to give yourself access to what is relevant for you. So basically, not that much is relevant, but you can still make yourself a pretty generous token if you intend to use this token for your main computer. Then when you create the token, for example, let's say I configure all of it, I'm going to blur this part out, but your token is going to show up here, and you'll be able to use this one. Another option is the normal token classic. I also use this sometime. This is pretty much the same thing, but you can make a token with no expiration date. So I kind of use this one as well. So you make your token. Basically, you'll need this token when you use the system. So we're going to use this Git system to place our project on it. So we're going to have to go, now that the token is created, make sure you save it somewhere on a notepad just temporarily or in a password manager, and then go to your repositories. You can't get the token again once you leave, so make sure that you get it. And then you want to create a new one of these repository, and you're going to say, in my case, it's the creature capture game underscore c3 and underscore tutorial. Tutorials, sure. And then we'll make this public so that everyone has access to it if you want to follow this project. And then we'll just say a simple description, a small game in construct tree made for my YouTube series. And don't put anything else, and do create. And now we get this little page. We're going to keep it open, and we're going to go to construct at this point. So go to construct, and I'm going to load my project. All right. So this is the project. We're at episode 3. This is basically what we have. And before we move further, I want to kind of put it on GitHub and start to push every episode a new update of this project. So I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to go in project and save as, and I'm going to save the project as a project folder. And I'm going to choose a place on my C3. I already have a folder Git with my account and C3, and I already have a bunch of projects. These are private. And then basically I'm going to create a new folder, creature capture tutorial. And I'm going to go in there and select, and then I'm going to do edit files, and it's all going to save the project. Now what this created, if we go to this location, what it created is all the elements of the project. If we go in image, we can even see all the sprites of the project that are being used, and all of that stuff basically is for the GitHub project. So at this point, what we want to do is we want to install the Git service if we don't already have it. In my case, I have it, but in your case, you want to go and git install and go there and kind of follow these instructions so you get Git on your machine. Okay, if you have some problem about that, just look at our other tutorial that show you how to install Git. And after after Git is installed, you will be able to do something like this. So you'll be able to go to this project and right click, and then you'll have your Git bash. Make sure you install that. It's one of the options in the installer wizard. So make sure that this is on, okay? And then, so click Git bash here, okay? And then you're gonna open a Git bash, basically, in this location where all your project files are. And then just do git init, basically. And then you're gonna initialize an empty repository. And then basically just go git add and star, so you can, well, actually, before we do that, let's just think for a second. Is there anything we want to kind of exclude from this? I think so. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna do new, and we're gonna create a new text, okay? And then the text is gonna be .git ignore, okay? And then when it tells you, do you want to rename it, say yes, and open this this file, okay? And in this git ignore, type the name of everything you want to be ignored by the repository system, so it won't be uploaded online. And you can use different things, like we can do star and then UI state and then .json, because these UI state things are very specific to the project current kind of computer. So it's like the current layout that they're open and stuff like that. So we won't synchronize this for now. And eventually there might be other stuff that we'll exclude. So we can just close this. And make sure you have this git ignore, and you're ignoring anything that ends with .ui state.json. So we have multiple files here that are going to be ignored. And then we can go back to our git bash and complete our git add star command, and this is going to add everything except what is ignored specifically. So we get a long list of message, and we see that these 3 files are ignored up here like we want. So that's great. And then we're gonna do a git commit -m, and then in quotation put your message. So say first commit, like this. And it's gonna upload all, not upload, but prepare all the files to be put on the git. And then basically what I do is git branch and then dash capital M and type master. So you rename your main branch master. I always do that. By default it's named main, but I prefer to use the master. It's also the one that's there. I don't know. That's how I do everything. So maybe that's wrong. I don't know. Git branch dash M master. And then basically the last command, I don't remember. Let's go. It's oh yeah, we need to add the whole thing, so we can add the whole thing. So it's basically a git remote add origin, and then we put the link of the GitHub that we're gonna sync this folder to, and do enter, and that's done. And then git push -u origin master. So that just kind of finalizes the whole thing and uploads the project. So now, oops, if we go here to this page and we reload, we're gonna have the same layout except the files that are ignored specifically in our git ignore, like that. So that's really neat. That's great. We can also just now try to reopen this project. So I'm gonna go here and get construct, go in project, open recent, and then open local project folder, and then I'm gonna go in C3 where I saved it, this one, and you just select it and do open, edit, and there we go. It's opened, and nothing went wrong because everything is ignored. These files are not having any impact on the structure of the project. So basically that's it. That's how we're gonna sync the project from now on. When we do new changes to the game, all we have to do now is go into this repository like this and do git add star. So we add everything. Then we do a new commit with git commit m, and we type our message. Okay, I won't do it now. And then we git push, basically. And it's possible that in this process, they ask you to log in. And this is the last part I forgot to cover because it didn't happen to me. But if it asks you to log in, what you want to do is you want to put in your username. And then you, as a password, you want to put the token that we generated at the very start of the video. So this is why you need to generate the token. If you try to put in the password, it's going to tell you that the password system for this type of connection is kind of out deprecated. We're not, it's not being used. You can't use it anymore, and you have to use a token as the password. So you're gonna have to do that. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you liked this video. It was a pretty short one. I just wanted to make a kind of an intermission between this part and the next part of the series, and kind of show you how to set up this system so you can work on a Git versioning system. And that's very useful if you want to work as a team on a construct project. So I hope you found this useful, and thank you for watching my video. Bye bye.